guys, how's it going? DJ Fire here. It has been a little over a month since we've talked at that last gig, and I want to say I'm sorry. It has been super kind of slow right now for the DJ business, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's slow for the lighting industry. And we have a bunch of new stuff that we're going to be showing off here on the channel. So I want to start off with the brand new moving heads. These are two. So here we got two brand new moving heads from our good friends over at Shehds. As you know, we have the 150 watt and the brand new 160 watt with coloring. So these things are super cool. I like them both. I think they're very cool. One has a bigger base than the other, but that doesn't necessarily mean the little guy's not as powerful as the bigger guy. This only has 10 more watts than this does, and honestly, I think they do a really great job. Hopefully gonna have some gigs this fall, or maybe later this year. We're gonna be using these we've got some small gigs coming up, but isn't requiring a whole lot of lighting, so a lot of these won't be used till probably at least one of my fall gigs. Right now I only have one wedding this fall. But I do have a bunch of other events coming up, so we'll see what happens there. But I wanted to kind of show you a little bit about these. I have some footage recorded for my other channel. We're just going to throw that in here so that you guys can see what this thing does, and I'll just do a little voiceover so that you guys can see what these do, how they work, and what awesome shows they do. Like this one here has a really cool effect where it kind of looks like the bubbles, like it's bubbles and stuff. I really like that. This one kind of has that, but a little different. They are putting different power cons on these. So they're putting a yellow and, well, I think it's yellow and white. Yeah, yellow and white. This one has a blue and white one on it. So different there. Of course, they always have DMX in, DMX out. Weight-wise, I'm not gonna lie, this one is lighter, even though this one has a bigger base. This one's smaller, but I think has a bigger head on it, and probably has more in it. So very cool. This one is LED, this one is LED, and I think they're really cool. I'll get you guys some close-ups of them here real quick, and you guys can check them out up close, and let's get to that video of... Alright guys, so here is some footage I have taken, a few weeks ago for the product reviews I did on my product review channel, which if you haven't done so, go check it out. It's called the Nathan343, and there's a lot of awesome stuff on there. We just got something else new that we're going to be doing project on, but hey, Shehds. Really like this bubble popping kind of bouncing effect that this moving head has. I really think that's very cool. I'm sure that's something to do with the Prism. I don't sometimes quite understand how all that works, but hey, it's cool, and it makes for a very awesome effect. Again, of course, this is in my house here, and have about 12 foot tall, 15 foot tall ceilings right in that area. But the bigger rooms you get, the bigger this Prism will be, the further distance it is away from the moving head. But it looks super good. It would be really cool to have at a wedding, which I plan to have, probably these at a wedding sometime. As soon as I get one that these will work at, hopefully that will be soon. I am kind of doing not so much right now with DJing. I do have a lot of lawn care and product review stuff coming on, so make sure you go subscribe to the New Horizon channel, and you go subscribe to the Nathan343, because we have a lot of stuff coming out there. But lots of colors. The color mixing is really well. That looks super cool. Again, this is the 150 watt moving head that you see right here with the smaller base. This is some of its stuff. Now it also has single prisms or single gobo with like a beam. This is kind of its prism effect. It does a really good job. I really like it. I think that's super cool. I don't know, what is that, like 16, 18 prisms there. Really cool. Then of course as the colors fade, it looks super great. So I'll let's check out the rest of the different deals it has, and we'll move on to the next moving head. right, moving on to the 160 watt. This is one of its auto shows, and I think it does a pretty good job in its auto show. It does have a lot of strobing. I do notice that a lot of moving heads in auto and sound active strobe a lot. I wish they wouldn't do that so much. Maybe have like a strobe mode or something. But the color ring on this thing, of course you get your instructional booklet there, but the color ring on this thing is really, really cool. And you can control that independently from the Gobos and the Speem and the Spot and all that stuff. I really think this is a very, very awesome little moving head, and it's got some pretty cool effects. But one thing I will say, as you can see, those Gobos behind me are blurry. It doesn't have like a way to make itself autofocus unless you're using DMX. Here you can see basically the spot beam pattern that it puts on there. As the color wheel is spinning in front of the white LED, it makes the color change, and it does really good. It's got some good colors, good color mixing. You can speed it up, slow it down, make it do like spin one way or spin the other, counterclockwise or clockwise. It is spinning clockwise there. You can also intensify how bright you want the light to be. It could be dim, medium, or full brightness. This is what we have here is full brightness. But I will say this has some very unique Gobos in it and would be perfect for the holiday season. And you'll see why here real soon. Alright, and now you can see why I said it would go really good with the holidays. It has a snowflake in it. So that's cool for a Christmas party or Christmas, dance, or even, if you're just wanting to shine this on a moon for a prom. You could use this for like if they're having like a starry night type of prom. This would work great for prom. You could make it any color you want. I mean, you put this on a far back wall, this is going to look sweet. Especially with snow, you could shine that up at the ceiling or even have the prisms on there. Those remind me of pool sticks. But it's crispy, clear. They look really good. That reminds me of a saw blade. That reminds me of candy corn, and if you look at it long enough, you'll see the candy corn pieces in there. Exactly what I'm pointing there. It's candy corn. It's corn. So yeah, I think this is a really, really awesome moving head. They really are nice. I wish I had two of them. Probably going to have to get another one of either the 150 or the even the 160. Now, stay tuned to the channel because we've got a couple more moving heads that we're going to be spotlighting here on the channel that you're going to want to see because they're kind of a smaller version of its bigger predecessor. So yeah, there's those snowflakes. I know the camera's not picking up, but that was super focused. The wall in the studio, we have done some revamping here in the studio. As you'll see kind of from the beginning to the old stuff, we did repaint the walls and put a TV up and doing some stuff. And we're still working on lighting and running wires and stuff like that. So it's looking super great, but I think this would be cool for make this like a light white or a light blue or even red and green, would look super cool for a Christmas party. Out here you're kind of getting just I'm playing around messing with the different settings and the different speeds and everything. Again, you can make these spin and circles. The whole Gobo, I don't know if you can tell, but the individual pictures are spinning too to kind of keep them level. That's a setting in there. And here's some close-ups of them. Again, here's the 160 with the color ring. Super bright, actually. I ran the color ring without the Gobo part on. It looks super good. The fans on the auto show, if you have like the coloring on, the fan's not normally on, but if you're using the Gobo, once it gets to a certain temperature, that fan kicks on. The fans are kind of loud, but in a big environment, especially if you have these hanging up on a ceiling for a big stage application, you're not going to hear those. But thanks again for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Sorry I've been kind of quiet for a while. Not a whole lot going on, but I wanted to make you a couple product reviews on these lights. Link in the description. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one, and that will be very soon because I've got something special for you coming up. So make sure you're subscribed.